What is going on, good advisors? There is something big and huge happening in California right now related to AB5, but from Uber's side, in response to all the new state laws that are going on, Uber is making some sweeping changes to the way you earn money. Stick around, watch this episode. We're going to do a quick rundown of everything that they're doing, and believe me, they are doing a lot. Just to give you a little teaser.
We got it on the phone. This is breaking news.
Breaking news. Little teaser for you. Surges are going back to multipliers. That's a tease. Jay here, Brandon over there. What is going, good guys? Welcome back. This is not a podcast. This is one of those ad hoc style videos that we're planning on doing more when breaking and trending things happen in the industry. Brandon, what's up? How are you?
Good, man. I'm good. I'm excited for some of this news here that's going on with drivers. This is huge. I think we're talking about like 85 stuff, so it's bigger. It's obviously like pretty directly impacts California. It's huge for California. But again, I always think you should look at this from a national lens. So I think it's big for any drivers in the U.S. So ready to get into it. What happened?
So basically, I don't want to sound too dramatic in the intro there. These things are happening, but only to Californian drivers. And you know how Uber does this. They're not doing this out of the kindness of their own hearts. They are doing this in a direct response to the new the laws that are passing in California that require very stringent classifications for how a tech company or how a gig company can classify their workers as independent contractors or as employees. So to get into it, this is from the official Uber blog. What is happening? It's already live right now in California. You're going to see all of your earnings upfront as an estimate. Sweeping change is, including in this estimate, Uber service fee will never exceed 25%. Now, I'm not sure if that means the platform fee is going away too, or is that service fee including the platform fee? Because right now, I know in my city, the service fee is 30%, yet there's a platform fee of $2.50. So on short trips, if Uber's taking that 30% service fee off the top of your earnings, in addition to that flat $2.50, sometimes I know on short trips especially, they earn 50% of the total what the passenger pays, because minimum fare for a passenger is about $8 to $9, and minimum payout's about $4 something and some change. So there are some cases where on short trips Uber makes more money than the driver, which I think is a load of BS. They literally should not be making more than the drivers on these fares. So yeah, big sweeping change number one. In addition to seeing your estimated earnings up front, they're capping their service fee at 25%. I don't know if that includes the platform fee, the flat fee also. Next big sweeping change. Surge. This was a very controversial topic when it first came out. I remember I did a couple videos on this as well. It used to be a multiplier surge where the passengers never change. They are always a multiplier surge, where if it surges, let's say 2x, their price doubles. The driver would see a reflection of that 2x in their earnings. So if a trip were supposed to pay you $10 and it was a 2x surge, now you make it $20. They got rid of this about a year ago with a flat surge. And the reason for this is I think they wanted to control how much they pay out drivers. So instead of sharing that full percent multiplier with the independent contractor, with the driver, what they did was they now divvied up the wealth across the entire the area. So whoever drove into that area, into that sticky surge, would pick up that surge, not the multiplier, but a flat dollar amount. Mm-hmm. So now, big sweeping change, this surge is going to revert back to the multiplier, and there will be no longer any sticky flat surges that pays out to anybody in the area. It's going to be back to the multiplier. So now it's up to your own wit and grit in order to, position yourself better. And this is key here. You know why they're doing this? Because independent contractors, You're your own business owner. So now that we have the percentage multiplier surge back, and we're not divvying up this surge wealth across the entire area, they're not influencing and controlling how drivers earn, because that's a huge no in independency, right? If they're controlling how you earn, and not paying you the fair amount that the passenger paid for that trip that you made, how are you an independent business owner?
Yeah, I mean that's like one of the key, and really all these. I mean, they say pretty blatantly on in their blog post, they say, why is we're making these changes? These features are in response to feedback from drivers and the passing of new laws in the state of California.
I love how they had to pad that statement with this is, in response to feedback from drivers. Oh, and by the way, because of AB5. Like, why not just like, come on, Uber, why not just like come out and just say AB5? What surprises me is there's just more things. Let's keep going. I'll give you my opinion after. Okay. So another thing, pool trips, controversial. I don't think anybody likes pool trips, unless you're trying to finish some kind of quest reward where it adds each pool trip, each passenger adds to your quest total. I don't think anybody watching this or online in the forums actually enjoy doing pool trips. And some of those like crazy bad Uber passenger rides I've seen usually are all pool trips. So yeah, I've never done a pool trip in my life, and so I'm not sure. Let us know in the comment section below. Do you do pool trips? If you do, are they awful, or do they make you a lot of money? New thing, the pool trip changes, and this will apply to every driver who is watching this. Again, all of your amounts that you'll earn for every completed pickup will be shown to you on the pool card, and this is before you start your pool trips. I have a screenshot right here. Take a look. Oh my god, that's backwards. You can't see. Never mind. So instead of being like this guesstimate of, oh well, I've got a pool ride right now. I've got the first passenger in the back. Now Uber is tacking on additional pool passengers. You didn't know like how much you're gonna earn. Now you'll see exactly how much you're gonna earn before you even started. Let's talk about promotions. These are huge changes, Brandon. All of these changes, too much. If you for quest promotions, they're going to be revamping those. Hold on, let me read this. I got lost sidetracked, Brandon. I'll cut this part out. What was the promotions?
So promotions are drivers are going to, for certain promotions, drivers are going to be offered a lower service fee. So you have a chance to, instead of having a 25% service fee, you could get, 15% service fee or something like that. They say service fee will never be less than 1% of the trip fare. But you do have some opportunities to actually lower the service fee instead of kind of the normal
payout
boost promotion. Yeah.
Oh my god, that fucking sucks. Because even if you hit your quest, it's not going to guarantee a payout to you because you still have to.
Well, it's not a quest. For this one, it's a boost promotion. It's not a quest. Oh. So like the quest promotion.
Oh, wait, is it right here? If you complete a certain number of quest trips, you'll pay Uber lower service fees. It's the same thing. Okay, with Boost, you'll have a chance to lower Uber service fee by completing trips to a certain location. So basically, yeah. So basically, all of their promotions have been switched from giving you actual money in your pocket to giving you a lower service fee, which means you don't earn that money even after you complete the quest until you drive more. That is horseshit, dude. All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Promotions. Now, this one is a controversial one, to me at least. And those of you watching this, you might not like this at all. So, please, do not hate on the messenger, because I'm about to tell you something really bad. Quest and Boost, all these promotions that Uber offering, are now going to be completely changed. And check this out. Before, finishing a quest would pay you a lump sum of cash into your driver account, into your wallet. Driving during Boost would also do that. Consecutive trips, that kind of stuff. They're getting rid of this lump sum of cash, Brandon. What they're doing is once you complete your promotions for the next, let's say, X amount of trips, the next 20 trips in that period, next 30 trips in that period, you'll be paying less of a Uber service fee. Now, yeah, you're still making extra money because you're paying them less money. But the BS part about this, Brandon, which I don't like, is instead of getting an immediate cash out, you gotta work more. You have to literally drive more to see this payout. So they're restricting how much bonuses they pay out the drivers by eliminating the bonus and rolling that into lower service fees that you pay on your next trips.
I mean, you have to. I mean, you have to get to. You got to hit your quest or your boost either way. I don't see how it's making you drive more.
Because when you hit the quest before, you get the payout immediately. Now, if you hit the quest, you have to drive 20 more trips to make more money. So theoretically, even if you hit your quest, the previous trips don't count.
Gotcha.
So that's the takeaway I got from that. Key point here: you'll pay Uber a lower service fee for the remaining trips you take. So it does not apply to the trips that you did towards the promotion.
But like it could potentially, I mean, what's good and what does allow you to get like more flexibility is so then you have like potential to have your quest be larger or your boost be larger because I mean, I think everyone understands that like quests and boosts have been pretty shitty for maybe the past year.
True.
I don't know, you might get like a $50 quest or something like that. But like if all of a sudden you can get 25 trips at where you're basically just making like 10% more on those trips, they're like worth, I don't know, 15. Let's say you're getting $25 rides, you get 10% more per ride, and you do an extra 25. That's like $100 more right there, something like that.
Yeah,
if my math is right,
it all depends on how much they lower the service fee, which they don't give us concrete numbers. They're just saying we are going to lower service fee. If it's like a 1% lower service fee, that's nothing. That's pennies. So,
but that's like it's not going to be. No one's going to do the quest.
From what I'm reading, this is not capped. So if you're like a full-time driver, all of the trips you do after this, as long as it's in that quest period, usually it's like a weekly thing, you'll earn more money. So there's unlimited earnings. It just depends on how much you are willing to put in the work.
I think it's just like it's going to be. I feel like this is kind of really yet to be seen, like how things work out. And I think you'll make more.
For a part-time driver, this is going to suck because for those people who were banking on, let's say the quest was $25, earned $25. They were banking on driving their 25 in the week and then getting that $25 cash out after they finished their 25th trip in the week. Now they're not going to see any of that money. They'll have to drive 25 trips to get the lower service fee and then make more money by driving more trips. That's the huge difference that I see here. Is instead of getting that upfront immediate payout, you have to drive more.
Yeah, I think there's going to be like a decent amount of cases where people make more though.
But imagine the person who can't physically, like, doesn't have the time, the driver who doesn't have the capability to drive more.
Right. But like every change isn't going to benefit like every single person. I think like, I mean, again, like it'll be yet to be seen, but I mean, I think there's definitely going to be drivers that benefit from, okay, I hit my 50 trips and now I have another 100 trips that I just make 10% more. And then that's going to be awesome for them.
Yeah. So for full-time drivers, this might be a good trip, but I agree with you. It has yet to be seen. Controversial one indeed. Please let us know in the comment section what y'all think about this. And again, we'll be linking this exact article and blog link below in the description.
Right, and then there's one more. I mean, basically, they're also saying that they're going to be doing some similar features with Uber Eats as well. They didn't really kind of lay out those specifically, but Uber Eats drivers are going to expect some similar enhancements to their driver app. So that's That's it, and that's kind of part two of these changes that they're making. A couple months ago, at this well, no, I think just early December, they had part one of these changes. This is a part two. Not quite sure if they're done or if there's going to be a part three or four or whatever that means. But this is part two of those changes. So it's interesting. And like Junda, like you were saying, this is all. I mean, again, like they say specifically, this is a response to AB5s. Even more specifically, again, AB5 lays out that you have to pass these three different tests. One is the workers free from control and direction of the hiring company. They want to make sure you know, hey, you can do whatever you want. We're going to give you as much flexibility as we can, so that you can remain an independent contractor. Because for Uber, I really have a hard time seeing a scenario where Uber is like, okay, we're gonna make every driver in California an employee. They're gonna do everything they can to prevent that. Number one being, again, they have this ballot initiative that's gonna go on the 2020 ballot, I think in November, where they're gonna give drivers 120% of minimum wage and benefits, expenses, covering things like that. So that's like one. That's like their first. Like, we're going to do this, and then they're going to have this as a backup plan. It's like, okay, if that doesn't pass, if the fact that we're suing California already doesn't work, then we really think that we can pass this test just because of all these changes that we made. So they have kind of a couple of different strategies they're going to use to do everything they can to just say, hey, we're not going to make drivers employees. This is just part of their strategy.
So okay, so I'm reading some interesting tidbits again. Apparently the booking fee is gone in this whole switch up. So remember I said the flat booking fee of $2.50 for me. Well, if that's gone. So now I think it's just capped 25%, which is awesome, because with that booking fee, it just artificially increased the percentage that Uber took away from your earnings, affecting smaller earning trips the most. And the other thing is, why is the promotion structure changing? Their response, because drivers are Uber's customers, driver promotions will now come in the form of lower service fees rather than additional direct payments to you. Now, does that have something to do with the whole core of their business? Remember, there's an argument that drivers aren't core to their business.
Yeah, that's one of the tests that they need to pass. Drivers aren't like a core. I mean, Uber.
Well, isn't that shooting themselves in the foot?
Why they say like drivers are a customer is because they're making the case that Uber is just an app where you have people on both sides just using the app, and they're just a utility.
So this is so sinister. Like what they're doing it's so evil. Like, they're not doing this out of the kindness of their own hearts. I mean, that's plain as day. It's written why they're doing this, because drivers are Uber's customers. They're literally fighting that specific clause in this whole debate,
right,
of whether or not their workers, their drivers, Uber drivers, are independent contractors or employees. Because if drivers are core to their business, then they are employees. But by not paying you an additional Quest amount, a lump sum, and by only giving you rewards of lower service fees, now you're no longer core to their business. You're just a customer of the platform, of a tech company.
You're essentially a user. I mean, and that's what I mean. Uber has said this a long time, for like a very long time. It's not anything new. Since at least 2015, they have been saying they've seen like this could be an issue, and they've been saying, okay, we're just a platform. So nothing has changed. I think that they have been a little bit forced. Nothing has changed from like how they see things. I think they've been a little bit forced to make sure that like that's kind of actionable, which is why I think you're seeing this stuff. But they've kind of always maintained that line that drivers are not core to our platform. It's just becoming very front and center at this point.
Right. That's it. Those are all the changes. Links in the description below. Make sure you comment. Let us know what you think. And if you're a California driver, which we have plenty of those, cities open for GridWise, please let us know if these changes are affecting your earnings in up or down fashion.
We'll do. I think one of the things that we're definitely going to do is look at how much drivers made like in California the last 6 months of the year of 2019, and then since it sounds like they're going into effect pretty much right now. We're going to take a look at how much drivers make the first 6 months of this year and understand how earnings change. Because last year we saw a little bit of a dip. Last year we saw a little bit of dip in overall earnings. So it's going to be interesting to see if we actually see earnings increase for California Uber drivers. That'll be really cool to see.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Thanks, guys.